Hi, it's Marie again, speaking about her art career. I'm walking in close my neighborhood, and I'm trying to explain exactly what's going on here. So, actually, life is quite better nowadays. Things are going better. I had health issues, which I speak about it in my previous videos, and I actually want to speak about the fact today that people are actually building companies, true companies, over the fact that you can sell online. Okay, so let me explain to you. E-commerce is a way of creating various various styles about the way you sell something. So actually, so the fact that sometimes you see people sell things online is actually coming from my ideas back in 2014, 2015, when actually what happened is that I published my art online, and I initiated the way it went on Facebook and on Instagram. So at the time, there was no meta. No meta was there, and there was absolutely no ways of implementing a business page on Facebook. So I don't know how it happened. So I just clicked on create a new page at the time, and what happened is that I started publishing my art, and the way I have been doing this is that I completely put all my life around it, and I was studying in arts, so I created various art styles, designs that were like the spark of something at the time. And I don't know, I feel sad because all of my time spent doing that was lost when I just got sick, and I lost everything I was working for. So what I was actually working for, was a kind of art that was really something. It was really evolving. It was something very grateful, very graceful. And what actually happens is that putting my art on Facebook just put everything and everyone on the same page, because I was trying to sell something through my Facebook page, while the Facebook page initially was only for I think it was for um, I don't know. I think it was for public personalities. So yeah, that's it. And as far as I know, I am an influencer, and I create art on my own. So what I'm trying to say is that my art is basically the things that I've learned through college, okay, and through experience. So it was all my ideas and my creation. Yeah, that sucks. Hi, how are you? I'm actually taking a walk. It's a beautiful sunset, but it's not. It's cloudy outside. I'm walking in my neighborhood, and I'm trying to speak about what's going on with my art, what's going on with everything, because I'm trying to prepare a course, an art course, where I can actually teach to people what I know about art, and what I've learned about what life can bring through that also. So it's all about the art, but it's also about the art analysis and comprehension, and I will turn around, and everything that goes with it. So everything that comes with art itself, okay? When you do art, for example, you actually trying to show an image into the world that is captivating, that is something that people will remember. So that's what I did with my art, because what actually happens is that I've created my page back in 2014. Okay, 2015 goes away, 2016 goes away, and I start to get more and more followers. But it's true followers, from mouth to mouth, from the reach of true people speaking about me, speaking about my art, speaking about what I'm doing. And suddenly my art reached a new level. I have 5,000 followers and no one around me has that, and no one on Facebook is close to that. And then everything goes so fast. Everyone just gets so close to me so fast, and everything goes so wrong. Like, people are just coming to me with they tell me that they want to kill me. They tell me everything, that I should quit, or if I quit I die, something like that. And I start to see crazy things all around me, and I don't understand what's going on, you know. So what actually happened is that I entered my autism crisis, which is specifically for autism. But I kind of lost it all, because people were seeing my success, and some people trying to do the same as me. But the thing is that what I did first was that I've intended, I've reached lots of likes, lots of comments, lots of shares, but I wasn't like 1 million followers down the road, or I wasn't like viral. Okay, so but thing is that I was about to get viral when I got stuck, and I lost it all because I didn't lose it all, but actually is that when I tried to do my art and just reach new levels, well, I just got stuck and I couldn't understand what's going on, and that's pretty much it. I cannot say how it happened, you know. I can't remember now 10 years ago, 10 years after that, but I had to delete not all of them, but most of my arts pictures, and actually some people after that did the same as me, and then they got viral, and then some people just based their companies on my tattoo images. And what actually happens is that nowadays there are tons of new jobs, content related to content creation. Okay, so there's new jobs, okay, created by content creation online, that is actually, okay, the result of putting my artwork out there on social medias. And what actually happens is that the fact that I've put my artwork on social medias, on my Facebook page, is that I've been hustling. I've been doing actually artworks that are super well done and before the time. So today what you see on social medias is actually the result of the spark, of the lines, of the work that I've been doing first on social medias back in 2014, 15. And what actually happens is that I've put this work on my socials, and I've put how I did it also. So what it does mean is that I actually intended to show people how I was making it. And what actually happens is that I've succeeded on doing it, and I've told people like, oh, I'm just gonna make art and do it on my own by myself, just succeeding at doing it and not caring about what other people think, you know. And actually what happens is that I was doing it very, very fine. I was very fine with it. But thing is that you cannot just put your work of art anywhere, at any time, at any means, just because you want it. Because actually what it creates in the world is that it waves something, it does something, it moves something. And what actually happened is that I had a tattoo shop, I had lots of things, I've bought things, I've created things that doesn't make sense anymore to me, but I have to live with it, you know. I have to live with the fact that I've put something in the world that is created new jobs, new content, creations, new ways of seeing things. Like my actual desire, okay, to actually create a world where there's a better place to live in for people like me, for people like my close relatives. And I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to create a new world where people would be kind to each other. People would be looking at the mirror and say, I'm happy, you know. And I've kind of done it for me, because I think I found in my art peace, love, and a lot of things that brought me to where I am today. I have come to lose more than 100 pounds in my life, so it's been crazy, because in 2014, 15, and then 16, I've worked my ass off, and then, oh my god, I just like lost it all through the hospitalizations, and I don't know what happened, because I can't remember everything. I was lost, completely lost, because I couldn't even know who I was. Okay, so the fact that I actually like created that and saw that happening to me made me sick, because I couldn't understand what happened. And on top of that, I'm also autistic. So, and I didn't know it, and I wasn't diagnosed. So it's all of that coming out together, because actually what happens is that the artwork that I've done actually represents loving yourself first, loving yourself and others, loving yourself no matter what, through struggles also. And I believe that the fact that my art was going, because my art was made while I was having a hard time with my life, and while I was having such difficulties finding myself, my own diagnosis from autism. And I had a tough childhood, very tough childhood, but I had, you know, I have good memories also, but I was rejected. I had close friends, I lost them, and everything that goes together through my life, I found myself to have become alone. Then I made new friends, and I found myself, you know, a little bit better. So what actually happens is that I'm trying to find everything and, you know, make it all work together. And that's pretty much it. So for now, it's the Take a Walk With Me videos, talking about my art, talking about my actual ideas about what I'm gonna do with it, because my art isn't finished. So actually, okay, I've created something that is great. It's about floral minimalism, okay, and also like jewelry drawings, and kind of like spiritual drawings, but not like all of them, you know. I'm not God or something, but I'm kind of someone that is very close to spiritual healing, and I believe that I can heal myself and others through art, through my artwork, through training sessions, through meditating sessions, and through various things. I'm able to understand nature, what's going on, and my actual diagnosis really made me realize things that I didn't know before, so I'm pretty happy about it. I found myself through difficulties while not knowing that I was autistic, and I believed that I was alone in this, but what I saw online is that there is a whole community of people like me, actually struggling with not mental health issues, no, because I don't have. I had some in the past, but that's what actually happens is that my autistic behavior and my autistic person, before I was diagnosed, I didn't know how to tell people, hey, I cannot do this thing because I'm autistic, you know, I cannot do it. Please be understanding and don't ask me to do these things, because no, I couldn't do that. And people were like, oh, she doesn't want to do these things, blah blah blah, she must be you know, people didn't know I was autistic, so they could not justify the fact that I was unable to do things, or just able to do better things than them on other sides of spectrum. So, and people say, you know, oh, she left me, or people say she, you know, because when you're autistic, you don't want to party, okay? You don't want to be you don't actually want to be loud. You don't want to make noise. You just want to be silent, and you just want to stay calm, okay, in nature. And not necessarily in nature only, but just you know, oops, well, it's starting to get dark, and I'm going back home. So hi, so I'm back home. I am just you know, I'm just trying to explain to the people what actually happened, okay? And I'm trying my best to do it while I remember it, because I won't remember every detail, you know, later. What actually happens is that I'm seeing people produce content and content creation, but also they also produce actually there are jobs, okay, that have been created since 2015, 16, 17, up until now, that are completely, exclusively reserved for content creation. Okay? And these jobs were not existing before that. So what I'm actually trying to say here in the video is that I created my art back when I was sick and I was having mental health issues. I was having trouble finding my diagnosis of autism. And what actually happens is that the true thing is that I wasn't having mental health issues because I was sick mentally. So I was having mental health issues because I was having a late diagnosis of autism. So actually what that means is that I was actually having a late diagnosis, and my late diagnosis didn't tell me how to act, how to understand myself, and how to behave in a world where you need to have something to say when you cannot do something. You cannot just say to someone, "Oh, I don't want to do something," and the people accept, that you cannot do it. So that's what happened to me. And my art, what I'm trying to say is that my art is actually a message. It is something that is to be grateful for. It is also something that I've created back when I was super happy, super kind. When I was, I'm also kind today. And I'm also happy, but I was between that. I was very sick. I had a autistic burnout, sorry. And my art was actually a way of seeing things that I saw at the time. So what I think is that the person that I was when I was sick was actually someone, an autistic person, but I didn't know it. So, and it's known today that not only today, but it's known today that actually you can be autistic and not know it until the age of being an adult and having trouble navigating in the world and being with people, because being autistic is like not knowing how social interactions are, not knowing how to interact, on how to socialize, and when you don't know how to do that, it's so hard, it's so tough, and you just hide yourself. You just you cannot just like be with someone and be yourself and all of that. Now that I know that I'm autistic and I can be myself while being autistic, I'm so myself, but it wasn't always that way. And I'm also isolating a lot, so I don't see a lot of persons. I'm constantly like trying to cope the fact that I don't like noise. I don't like noisy people, not people, but just noisy people. I don't like the fact that people are so like hard to understand, and I cannot comprehend the fact that people are just like not telling the truth to someone. And that's why my art is so loved, because my art is actually talking about the truth. My art is visual storytelling, okay? And it's like an image with for example, flowers with a woman. So this concept is actually mine, okay? You cannot say that you created this before 2014. I don't believe you, because it is my creation. I had picked college. I have created this back in actually when I was back starting. Yes, I will make a video about my creative process so that you can understand everything about it. But the woman you see pass with flowers and everything, with flowers and minimalism, flowers and sacred flowers and related, and everything that goes with jewel drawings. I've created that. Okay, so I've always been feminine. I've always been a girl that loved trendy things. I love tanning. I love superstars. I love beautiful cars. I love all of that. Okay. And all of my art is based and inspired by beautiful things and expensive things and good looking things. So that's why people love it. And the thing is that I've created such small designs. So I've created designs that were recognizable, so people could recognize it, but they couldn't copy the designs necessarily, because maybe it wasn't the message that they wanted to send. So they copied the actual concept but not the same image. So the actual concept was like a flower with a woman in, and a flower in her hair, and a couple of flowers like over the chest right here, and then you see the woman and then you see the flower. That is my actual concept, and I've created other concepts that are also popular. So I will say it in a video where I will explain my creative content and also my my creative process. Okay. So yeah, so I've created all of that. I've created flamingos with the heart shape, with two flamingos. So that is something that I've created that was seen after that, and everywhere on the internet. And I've also published my pineapple. I can show you too. This is my actual pineapple, my second one that I've done back in 2018. So this is an artwork where you can see all the beautiful details with the black and the watercolor painting. Actually, this was created by me here in my apartment, but I was also painting at Quebec Ink Tattoo Shop. I was painting the woman with flowers that I've created, the visual storytelling drawings, and I was also painting all sorts of things like animals, cats. I was painting abstract art. So I've made a painting where there was a leaf of a beautiful leaf of I don't know how to say that in English, but it's like, because my first language is French. And I think it's a leaf that is very big and tropical. And also I've painted a painting that is with peaches in the space. So there was a black background, and there was peaches, like very unique peaches over the black background that was very popping, and it was very beautiful. I've loved these I have lost these canvases and these through moving. So yeah, unfortunately I don't have them anymore. I had a box full of drawings that I threw away. Oh my god, what I've done. Why did I do that? Oh my god. At some point I was crazy. I didn't know where I was. I didn't know who I was, because I couldn't understand myself. So everything I was doing, I was sabotaging. I was just like sabotaging everything. I was just ruining my own life, and I threw away my drawings. Oh my god, why did I do that? Anyways, what's made is made, and I have to deal with it. I have to live with it, so that sucks. So yeah, tell me what you think about it. What you think about everything that I've said. If you have ideas for me about what I should do for my art, for my career, whatever. I'm taking advice because I believe that some people always can know better than you in life. That's why I'm not shy about asking people help, or about asking people how to do something, because I believe some people can help me and know me better than I can know myself. Because at some point, if you are a star, or if you are a public personality, or if you are a creator and someone that is known for her creations, then you can ask people advice, because people care about you and they care about your work. Does that make sense? So yeah, so the crazy thing is that everyone know my work, but no one knows it's from me. How crazy that is! Oh my god! Because everyone does my art and no one knows it's me. Oh my god. How am I going to survive this? How am I supposed to survive this? All of this? How am I supposed to? Oh my god. Please, Lord, help me.